The police have released the identities of the 3 victims from Saturday's fatal taxi and truck collision on Brunswick Avenue, St. Catherine. The victims are 73-year-old taxi driver Cecil Kemp of Thompson Pen, Patsy Bagaloo Gaynor of Winters Pen, and 17-year-old student Jamelia Wallace of Bendon District in Kitson Town. All are residents of the parish. According to police reports, the accident happened around 3:30 p.m. when Kemp, driving a 2011 Nissan AD wagon with Bagaloo Gaynor and Wallace as passengers, rear-ended an international truck that had stopped at a traffic light near McCoy's Land. Kemp and Bagaloo Gaynor were pronounced dead at the scene, while Wallace died from her injuries at the Spanish Town Hospital. The St. Catherine North Traffic Department is conducting an investigation into the incident. This crash occurred less than 24 hours after firefighter Shaheen Nelson lost her life in another collision in the Brunswick Avenue area. Police seized 2 illegal firearms and arrested 4 men during operations in St. Andrew on Saturday. The first incident took place around 10 p.m. on Bay Farm Road, where officers signaled a Nissan sedan to stop. A search of the vehicle revealed a Zastava 9mm pistol and 12 rounds of ammunition hidden in a bag under the front passenger seat. 4 men were taken into custody in connection with the find. About an hour later, at 11:20 p.m., another police team responded to reports of gunfire on Collies Road in the Olympic Gardens division. Upon their arrival, a man was seen fleeing the scene. He dropped a Sig Sauer pistol loaded with 8 9mm rounds. The suspect managed to escape into a nearby property. A 31-year-old man was fatally shot by police after he and others allegedly opened fire on officers during an operation in St. Catherine on Saturday. The man has been identified as Giborny Dunkley of Nelson Street, Old Harbor. The incident took place around 4:30 p.m. in Bellas Gate, where police were conducting an operation. Upon arriving at a shop and bar, they were met with gunfire. Officers returned fire, forcing the attackers to flee. Dunkley was later found with gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the Spanish Town Hospital. The Independent Commission of Investigations has been informed of the incident. The police have confirmed that one of Westmoreland's most wanted individuals was fatally shot during a targeted operation in Little London, Westmoreland, on Friday. The deceased has been identified as Carlington Godfrey, also known as Tommy, who was believed to be a member of the King Valley Gang. Authorities stated that Godfrey had been the focus of numerous operations in the parish, including joint cross-border efforts. He had been featured on the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Wanted Wednesdays, sought for charges of murder and wounding with intent. During the incident, a police officer was also shot and is currently recovering in the hospital. Jamaican artist Shenseea recently opened up about her personal struggles following the release of her major label debut album, Alpha. She shared her battles with depression, anxiety, and the immense pressure of meeting industry expectations. "I was feeling all of that," Shenseea revealed in a new interview with NPR. "And I thought, I'm not going to break over this. It doesn't make sense. I believe in true happiness for life. That's my ultimate goal, along with financial freedom. But if financial freedom doesn't bring happiness, I don't want it. I'd rather have less and be truly happy." The blessed singer also reflected on the difficult emotions she faced while working on her second album, Never Gets Late Here. "Last year I was deep in depression," she confessed. "I felt constantly irritable, miserable, and even when things were going right for me, they didn't feel right because of my mental state." Shenseea described being mentally blocked to the point where she stopped writing altogether. Her creative struggle was worsened by criticism from some fans who claimed her music had become too commercial and was drifting away from her dancehall roots. "I didn't really get it," she said of the backlash. "I kept thinking, why are people upset about progress? People should appreciate the growth and want to be part of the journey, especially those who've been there from the start. Even now, I can't understand that mindset, and I won't drive myself crazy trying to. I'm not the first artist to experience this, and I won't be the last." She added, "If someone else can change that, great. But I'm not going to push myself to the brink trying to please everyone. Jesus already did that for us all. I'm not going to sacrifice my mental health to satisfy the world." Since moving to the U.S. in 2021 and introducing new management, Shenseea credits her recovery to reconnecting with her family and core team. "By December of last year, I realized I couldn't keep going like this," she said. "I had to return to whatever made me happy. I almost lost myself, but surrounding myself with the people I started with, my core team, and going back to my roots, my family, my country, helped me get back to who I am. That will never happen again." Shenseea stressed the importance of staying true to oneself and protecting mental health amidst industry pressures. "I will never be one of those people who lose themselves for fame," she affirmed. "I've seen it happen too often. I was almost at that point myself, just by going more commercial. I was surrounded by so many different kinds of people, and I realized that to reach certain levels, you sometimes have to sacrifice your values and principles. But I couldn't do that." Shenseea recently performed at Afro Nation Detroit 2024 Festival and wrapped up her successful 12-city Never Gets Late Here North American tour. "Finished my first North American headline tour without any cancellations, injuries, or sickness, thank God. To all my opening acts, guest artists, dancers, DJs, engineers, designers, photographers, managers, and agents, thank you. I love you all for making this journey so smooth while teaching me and being teachable," she shared on Instagram. As she approaches her 28th birthday on October 1, Shenseea has a special birthday festival planned for September 27 at Plantation Cove, Jamaica. The event promises to feature star-studded guest appearances from friends worldwide.